Hey guys, it's the Piper here. Today I'm going to be doing an amateur review of the GLP's London series, Navigator. Now, before I get too started, this actually piqued my interest because I saw Eddie Gray on the Pipe Nook. He got a bunch of GLPs, tobaccos in, and for his store, and he was doing, I don't know if he was doing a review or if he was just talking about it. He was talking about a bunch of them, but this was one of them, and it piqued my interest, and I just had to get it. And I was just like, screw it. I like the Dark Fire Kentucky blends. So I ended up getting this, and I got it on Monday, and I think it was a day after I saw a review on it from TheRunningPipe. He did a review on it, and if you haven't checked out TheRunningPipe, he does some good reviews. So I would go check him out. So just so you know, this is the description. It's a fine Virginia tobacco, press and age with a drop of rum. And then an addition of rich dark fire Kentucky leaf brings a new dimension of flavor and aroma to this timeless combination. So, right off the bat, and this is, as far as I can tell, everybody says this, no liquor, no rum whatsoever. I get hints of the Virginia, like the raisiny, fruity smell. And also a little bit of just a little bit of smokiness from the dark fire. A little earthy, but the aroma, it's very pleasing. I could put this in a little tea leaf tea decanter and just hang it in my car. I love the smell of this. It's just one of those ones, and the texture. When I open this right away, honestly, this doesn't need any dry time, at least in my opinion. It's just the perfect texture to it. That for me, it's just open it up and then rub out the flake and then load up your pipe and light it. So I'm gonna get to actually this in a second. So housekeeping real fast. I'm smoking my beautiful artisan pipe from Neil Monnier. I'm guessing that's how you say his last name. Monier, and I'm assuming it's French because he has a little fleur-de-lis stamp on the bottom. So I'm assuming he's French and you would pronounce it like that, but I don't know. You can find him on Instagram at at Garage Pipe Tools, or on Facebook, Neil Garage Pipe Garage Made Pipe Tool. So anyway, this was actually the first thing I smoked out of this pipe, and I figured it's only fitting to smoke the second thing out of it. Using my little self-made pipe check tool. So it's funny. I love how everybody's palates are completely different. So I watched a review on TheRunningPipe. Great guy. I love watching his videos. But you very easily tell through this review that me and him do not think the same on tobaccos. So when I actually do have time to smoke, and this is a rarity when I get to sit down and smoke, I'm usually smoking in my car on the way to and from work. And it's mostly out of Cobb's. So I'm a little bit of a rushed smoker. I want to get through the bowl before I get home, so I'm not wasting tobacco. I don't normally have the time to just sit down and be mellow and really appreciate the tobacco. But I have 2 little kids, so it's very difficult for me to get that chance to do that. But as of right now, I'm sitting down, I'm enjoying it. And I have to say, I love this tobacco because the dark fired is not really in the front on this. You get that Virginia taste to it. And one of the other things I've really noticed, because I'm a very big Perique, a vapor fan, is that this does not burn as quickly. I don't know if it's the added Dark Fire Kentucky, but I smoked this morning on the way to work. And then at lunchtime, I smoked the Stonehenge. And just the difference in the heat of the bowl, the time it took to smoke it, it was just night and day. The same bowl can last me about a half-hour drive to work, and the other one only lasted about 15 minutes. It's like half the time. But like I said, I've smoked this consistently for a week to and from work, sometimes even at lunchtime. And I enjoy this so much, I actually bought a second tin of this today. I'm really enjoying the Dark Fire Kentucky blends. Normally, it does not go out this much. I think maybe it's just because I'm talking. But for me, this has been a big nicotine hit. Some reviews say it's medium. Some reviews say there's like little to none. I myself feel it every single time I smoke a bowl of this, and it's consistent. I've had some tobaccos where it's kind of like, alright, that gave me a little bit of a nicotine hit, and then never again. This has been consistent for 3 straight days. 3 times a day I've smoked it, and I've felt that nicotine hit. But this is my new favorite tobacco. I would suggest getting it. Different reviews vary. You go on tobacco reviews. This has like a, I don't know, like a low 3 out of 4. On Smoking Pipes, this is even higher. It's like 4.6 out of 5. I've never actually had a bad blend from GLPs. They've been my consistent go-to if I'm looking to try a new tobacco. I always look at GLPs first, and then if not there, I go to Cornell and Deal, because I'm pretty sure Cornell and Deal owns GLPs. This is definitely a slow smoke. It's a little bit on the darker side, as opposed to a lighter, quicker burning vapor blend or just straight Virginia. It definitely has that darker undertone to it. And I love the aroma. I love the room note to it. I could smoke this in my car and then come back an hour later and just get in the car, and I love the smell of it. But that's where we differed. I think the Running Pipe gave it like a 3 out of 5. I would definitely give this a lot higher, if not all the way 5 out of 5 stars, very close to it. A week ago I was raving about Stonehenge, and then I got this and smoked this, and I think I smoked Stonehenge once this week. Not out of just trying to smoke the crap out of this, but because I've been enjoying this one so much. And that's what I'm trying to get at. For being a novice pipe smoker, I'm not opposed to trying new things, but I'm definitely trying to find exactly what I like. Well, anyway, that's my novice review. Probably nothing you've never heard before if you watch anybody else's review. Just a different person's take on it. I love it. I absolutely love this. Get it. If you don't feel like getting it and you just want a sample, message me. I'll send you a sample. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to enjoy my pipe. I'll catch you guys later. So not that you guys would know, but I've actually been chooching away at this thing for about 50 minutes now. And I'm getting a little bummed. It's almost done. If you can see in there, that's a nice white ash. But I'm definitely feeling it. But the preference that before pipe smoking, I never did anything, so I don't have a high nicotine tolerance. But it tastes really good. And the one thing I like about this compared to, say, the Sutliff is when I do the relight, it almost seems like the Sutliff, like when you relight, it's almost like you taste burnt. Don't have that at all with this. I'm getting real to the end of the bowl. It's still very sweet on the tongue, and I'm just constantly going around to let the smoke hit my tongue in different areas as it's coming out of the stem, and I love it. I just had to get back on and share that information with you guys. Once again, just my opinion. You want somebody else's completely opposite opinion? Go to the Running Pipe. I'm going to put his info in the bucket, and you can just go right over. I'll put the link right to that video, and you can check him out. Talk to you guys.